Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com. Spb Shell 3D for Android has been updated to version 1.2, and with it we get a lot of cool new changes, including a tablet version that actually looks pretty cool running on a smartphone. In this video we're going to talk about it. Let's get to it. So Shell 3D, previously known as Spb Mobile Shell, is one of the more expensive pieces of Android software out there. It's $15, but for that $15 you really get a lot for your money, although we still would like to see it at a lower price. It's one of the most comprehensive, robust, and customizable Android home screen replacements that is available right now. And as a recap, let's go through some of the panels, then we'll talk about that tablet mode. So new to 1.2 is that in the weather panel, which has a beautiful animation, a forecast, you can actually toggle between multiple cities. Pretty cool, kind of a basic upgrade there. If we swipe to the right to this other panel, the calendar widget has been updated to give you a nicer view when you tap on the calendar, so it's more easily accessible when you're trying to access a particular day. Swipe to the right, we can have a variety of panels, miscellaneous things. We've got a calendar widget, we've got some program shortcuts. All of this is customizable, by the way. When you go down into this menu, and that's not actually the right menu, that's the Manage Apps. If we go to Manage Panels, we can click and drag a variety of panels down. We can move them around, slide them around on the screen. Really versatile in how you can customize Shell 3D. And if we go back over here, we've got this cool widget which lets you have to tap over here, which lets you carousel through your text messages. Again, there's a lot of 3D stuff going on here, and if you like eye candy, if you like visual pizzazz, you're really going to like Shell 3D. And over here we have some miscellaneous things, a world clock, some more app shortcuts, some smart folders, and you get the point from here. There's also an app tray, which comes here, and you can tap on any of these icons, and it will put the icon on your home screen, and then we've got customizable shortcuts on the bottom. Now let's talk about that tablet mode, which is really cool. Intended for tablets, but it works actually very well for smartphones. You're going to see why in a sec. So if we go to Home Settings, by the way, new for 1.2 is updated settings to make it easier to access things. If we go down to Experimental, you'll see Stereoscopic 3D mode, which is kind of a novelty, something you can play around with on your own. You can actually have it display in real 3D on your screen. Let's go back, but over here is what I want to focus on, tablet mode. So we're going to turn that on, and we're going to let it refresh. By the way, also new to version 1.2 is landscape mode, so you can flip your device into horizontal orientation, and Spb Shell 3D will follow. So let's let it load here. Okay, so here we are in tablet mode, and as I flip across, you're going to see that everything is much, much smaller. And you might be thinking, why would I want everything to be smaller? Well, with smaller text, you fit a lot more on the screen at one time. That means a lot less scrolling, a lot less panning. And if you've got a device like the Infuse 4G or the Galaxy S2 or the HTC Desire HD, and a lot of other phones out there with larger displays, it will work very well, especially if you have good eyesight. So here on the Xperia Arc, 4.2-inch screen, I can read this text pretty clearly, so the tablet mode really isn't bothersome. In fact, it's great because there's just so much you can fit on one screen. If we go over to a screen with shortcuts, look how many shortcuts you could have. You could have dozens and dozens of shortcuts all within one screen. It even has a pretty cool updated app tray. Got to be a little bit more precise when you're tapping. So look how many icons you can have in tablet mode. Really impressive. Everything else is pretty much the same. We can go into that 3D view. We can manage our panels over here. Again, everything's a little bit smaller, but if you've got a device with a larger screen, you're really going to appreciate this new tablet mode in Shell 3D version 1.2. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and let us know what you think about the new features of Spb Shell 3D. Thanks for watching, and that's it for now.